And good morning from Disney's Magic Kingdom. Welcome! It is my final day here at Walt Disney World. I cannot actually believe today has come. But I am going to be having one hell of a day. This morning I'm off onto the Keys to the Kingdom tour. I'm going to be heading around there very shortly. Can't film, but I will tell you all about it, I promise. And we might have a bit of a wander around the Magic Kingdom and I'll tell you a few bits of what they showed us. I'm not going to give all the secrets away because why would I? Come and do the tour, come and seat yourself. But to start the day, to celebrate, I got this box. Now, these yesterday was released. These are the Walt Disney World Fab 50 mini collection. They're the little gold statues. They was released yesterday and sold out within the first 2 hours. There was 6 boxes. I chose this box, and you can get a selection of these people. Okay, so I'm going to check out who is inside this box. Let's have a look. Okay, so it is a surprise. Oh, it's all in gold. Right, I'll have to open this 1 second. Okay, I've not looked. I've just tore the packet. Maybe I should have looked. Let's have a look. I can feel an ear. Yay! Of all the characters I would have wanted, it was Mickey. And I have got my own little Mickey Mouse statue. Great little price, $10.99. Your own little piece, completely random. Now I'm going to nip back in and see if there's still some there, because apparently there's a hidden way. And I've just noticed that Mickey is the big character on here. Now, is Mickey the big character on them all? I don't know, so I'll see if they're in there and we'll have a look. If there's none left, then we can't look. No, I was just looking, they all have Mickey on the side, so apparently there is a hidden way of seeing, but I just went with luck, but very happy. Good morning and welcome back to a new video, and don't worry, I have not lost the plot. We have a lot to catch up on. As you saw yesterday, I was just about to go and do the Keys to the Kingdom tour over there at the Magic Kingdom. Well, I did that tour. Now, I'll tell you about that tour in a second, but once I finished that tour I had a wander around and I left and I went and did some different things and I didn't film at all. I know, shock horror. So, I'll tell you about the Keys to the Kingdom and then we will update. So, Keys to the Kingdom tour costs $121 per person and it is a 5-hour walking tour of the Magic Kingdom. You start at the top of Main Street and your guide will take you on your journey for the full 5 hours. There is a lot of walking in this tour because it is 5 hours with a 30-minute lunch break in the middle. There are only groups of 20 currently on the tour, and that's of January 2022. You start your tour off at the top of Main Street, USA, and your guide tells you about the way it was built, how Walt imagined it, how he designed it for Disneyland, and where the thoughts and processes came from. She takes you down Main Street USA, pointing out different windows. She talks about Roy Disney, who is now my inspiration, must say. Monorail! Roy O. Disney is an incredible man, and I want to learn more about him. But she points out Roy's window and then various different important windows and the stories behind them as you go down Main Street before you arrive at the hub just below Cinderella Castle. At that point you take one direction and we went off into Adventureland, and she told us all about the design and how it was constructed and the architecture and the horticulture over in Adventureland before riding our first attraction of the day, which was the world famous Jungle Cruise. Now, our skipper was our guide and she talked us through the design, how it was different than Disneyland, where it all came from, the story behind it and the new renovation. It was brilliant. From the Jungle Cruise we then had our first backstage experience. Now, I can't tell you too much and I won't tell you too much about backstage. If you want to know about it, then you need to do the tour. However, I will tell you this. The area we went off was where the parades step off from. We saw cavalcade floats, we saw Halloween floats, we saw Festival of Fantasy floats that are ready to come back in March. But also there is a warning, and I must say, if you are keen to retain the magic and a firm, strong believer in the magic, you can see anything back there. For example, the parade was getting ready to go and we saw various different characters in different forms of dress, shall we say. And that is all I'm going to say. Yes, that's right, Donald didn't have his trousers on. But that is a thing, so you have to be prepared for that. However, it was really cool. We then stepped back on stage, and from there we went and had lunch. We had lunch at Pecco's Bill's. I had a cheeseburger and nachos. It was really nice, and you got a soft drink and you had a half-an-hour break. From there we went up and we went into Liberty Square. Our guy talked to us about the tree in Liberty Square, the meaning and where it came from, and also about the Liberty Bell, before heading up to the Haunted Mansion. We got to go through the queue line of the Haunted Mansion, the stories behind it, the design, before riding the Haunted Mansion, which is a firm favourite anyway. From there we then went back round and we went into New Fantasyland, and that's where we stepped off stage for the second time of the trip, and this is the bit that we'd all been waiting for, the Utilidors. Now, as you know, the Utilidors are the underground tunnel system that goes below the Magic Kingdom. We got to go through them, we got to go under Cinderella Castle, and we started off over in Fantasyland, and she talked us through the tunnels, the history, why they were there, all the way, and we came out at the top of Main Street. It was really, really cool. That's the tour in a nutshell. I thought it was incredible, well worth the $120. You have to be prepared that you can see anything down there. So if you want to retain the magic, it might not be for you. If you're interested in going backstage, seeing how things work and the history of it, then do it. Absolutely incredible. If you want to try a tour, I have also done the Marceline to the Magic Kingdom. Personally, I loved that one. It's shorter. You get to do Haunted Mansion and go under the Haunted Mansion, which you don't do in the Keys to the Kingdom. And you also get to ride the Carousel of Progress and the history around the World's Fair. But I loved both tours, and I 100% will be doing another one. So that's the tour in a nutshell. From there I went over to the Polynesian and I met Linda, who I met on the Disney Magic. We went into Trader Sam's, Grog's Grotto, we had cocktails, had an absolute ball, we went swimming in the bar. There was bubbles, there was volcanoes, there was an octopus, and it got very crazy. And then we went over to the Grand Floridian, which I fell in love with the DVC area in the Grand Floridian. And we went up into the Enchanted Rose, where we had another couple of cocktails before walking back, and I ended up packing with pizza in my resort at 1 AM. Well, hey! So that was a good day, but I didn't film all that because I just wanted to enjoy it. However, today is travel day home. It's my last day. I know. But I am going to a park, so we're going to head down. I'm here at Disney's Contemporary Resort. I've come for breakfast at Steakhouse 71. I just had to come back. I had to come back. I'm going to head down and get the bus over to Hollywood Studios. I have Lightning Lane currently booked for Toy Story Mania. We'll have a wander around, we'll check out Batu, see what the queue lines are like, and then we'll be heading out, and I'll be saying a goodbye to you for a little while. Before vlogs will definitely be coming back on the channel. So let's head to Hollywood Studios and for our final morning together of this vlogging series. So yeah, let's go. Hollywood. This is new. Finishing a trip in Hollywood Studios. I've never done this before. Right, before I do, I just need to check and see if I can get 50th coffee because I'm cocked up. I didn't buy my trip, now I can't bloody get it. So I'm going to nip in here, but it's looking very unlikely right now. Yeah, I've well and truly cocked that up. None in there. I am going to head to Disney Springs after an hour or so because it is stupidly busy in here today. Like, even Lightning Lane's just screwed. So I booked Toy Story Mania at 7 o'clock this morning. Perfect. The next chance to book anything is 11, and I've just looked, and the next fast pass for anything decent is 3 o'clock. Well, I ain't gonna be here then. So it's a bit shit. So I'm gonna do Toy Story Mania, then I'm gonna dip into Frozen Sing-Along because I love that, and then at that point I may head out because I want Blaze as my final meal, although I've just had a full breakfast. I'm just going to fill up. I've also got $50 worth of dining credit that I can't use at Blaze, so I've got a fair amount to buy and eat today. Could be interesting. Oh, there's a Joffrey stand. Oh my god, you should see the queue for the Joffrey stand. What the hell? Howdy folks, it's into Toy Story Land. Looks like my last ride of the trip could be Toy Story Mania, because I don't think I'm going to be riding another one today with these queues, but that's alright. It's a good one to finish on. Okay, so Toy Story Mania is currently on a 75-minute wait. I'm going to use Lightning Lane. I'm starting a stopwatch now, and let's see how long it takes. Let's run a test. Is it quicker? Let's try. Okay, it took about 10 minutes to get on, but we got stuck, so that was a long ride. That's good, about 180,000 though, so not too bad. I have just booked a Lightning Lane, because it's the only one I can get for Frozen. Frozen Ever After, Frozen Sing Along, because it's just a funny show. So that'll be the last attraction that I do here. And then it is really busy. I wonder what the other parks are like today, because it is very busy in here. Let's have a quick look at all the wait times list. Big Thunder's Avatar 160, Safari's 125, Jungle Cruise 120, Tower of Terror 120, Rock and Roller Coaster 110, Peter Pan's 90. 90 minutes for a 90-second ride. Wow. Yeah, so it's busy in Walt Disney World today. Not too sure why it's changed all of a sudden, but it is. So I'm going to head in and do Frozen Sing Along, and then I'm getting out of here. And I'm going to go down to Disney Springs for one last wander around before lunch. And then the airport. Oh, and I'm done. It is so busy in there. And I think I'm tired today because I was out late last night, and it's travel home day, and when you're travelling home you just can't be dealing with it. So 2 attractions. I gone. Gonna head down to Disney Springs. It's a Monday, so it should be really quite quiet down there. And we'll have a wander around, get some food before heading back to All Stars to pick up my bags. Not too bad. I mean, if it was quieter today, it's not a bad day. Still, I don't get picked up to 3:15 by Mia's and flight at 7:30, so I'll have a bit of time at the airport. But yeah, I just don't want to go home. And on going home day, you feel a bit like nah. So because I don't want to go home, I can't be bothered. That's probably not the greatest thing to say, but the reality, and I'm sure you will all relate to that. But right, let's get the Disney bus to Disney Springs. Okay, so it turns out that there is no direct bus from Hollywood Studios to Disney Springs. So we'll have to go to a resort and then back out again. But that's fine, because it gives us an excuse to ride the Skyliner. And because I came out of there early, that's fine with me. Let's ride the Skyliner and then go to Disney Springs. Okay, here we go. It's the Skyliner. Now, I don't know if I filmed this the other day. I can't remember. I've done so much, so we'll go with I haven't. So we'll have a good little ride together. Here we go. Whee! Oh, this is better than staying in a very busy Hollywood Studios. I'm tempted to ride it all the way down to Epcot back. Whee! Just here, sat on the Skyliner. Just thinking, like, we've done a lot, you and I, over the last 2 weeks. I mean, the 2 weeks has flown in a way, but feels like a lifetime ago that I flew out here. It really does. I mean, we had 4 days here where I got to do Enchanted, Enchantment, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios. Then off I went to Port Canaveral, boarded the Disney Dream, Nassau, the beautiful Nassau, then Castaway Cay that can only be described as paradise, the restaurants, the shows, then came back to Disney and spent time with Kim from Soaring Over the Magic, and we did an incredible night at Hollywood Studios, to then spend the evening with Scott that you didn't see, but I got to see Celebration and the best burger in history. That deserves another picture. And then last night with Linda at Trader Sam's, and then just the parks, Enchantment, Harmonious, Keys to the Kingdom tour, meeting the characters, Space 220 that you've not seen because my mic breaking, and it's just been a lot the last 2 weeks. I think it's going to take a bit to settle in, but I can't wait to be back. Oh, I cannot. I'd love to get another trip in. I'd love to get December in. Come for Christmas. Who knows? If not, I'm back. I am back next January because I have the Wish booked. So I will be back in like within a year. But I'd love to get back before. But I also have the Magic booked and the Fjords in September, so it might be a bit much. You can have too much of a good thing. Yeah, I can't do it all. But it's just been incredible, and you just sit here and think, wow, what a 2 weeks. Anyway, I've been talking too long now. Let's, I think, is this where we turn? Do I have to disembark? I don't know, about to find out. Here we go. Down we go. Is this where I come up and change? I think it... Hey! Woo! That was a landing and a half, that! Because I can, this is like the turning point, so I'm going to go to Out of Animation because I've not been to Out of Animation for quite some time. So I'll head over to Out of Animation and then we'll get the bus to Disney Springs, and Out of Animation was my first resort, so why not? Ready yourself for takeoff. 1, 2, 3. Whee! Oh, I like that little Skyliner. It's fun. Ooh.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney.
Just think, back in 2016, before I even picked up a camera, this was the first resort I stayed in. It's nice to be back. I mean, Disney are incredible. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and another one around there. 6 lifeguards on shift, and there's not a single person in the pool. So from the Nemo we come over, and you can just see, we're not going to go over, but you can see the Lion King section. You can see Rafiki, and then beyond there is the Little Mermaid, which is where we stayed. Now I always remember when I walked into Animation Hall, it had a stunning smell that reminded me of this resort, so I'm excited coming back in. Does it still have that smell? Oh, it's changed. Oh, it does. So does. I don't remember all this here, all the coloured artwork when I last was here. But this is cool. Still love this resort. I'd love to stay back here. In fact, it may be my next location. I'm going to have a look in the ink and paint shop just while I'm here. Be rude not to. Well, that was the longest wait in history for a bus, but I'm finally here at Disney Springs and heading up to the World of Disney as the first stop. And there we go. Oh, the sun is shining the temperature's warming up just as I'm about to leave. I had a beautiful blaze pizza. It was absolutely lovely. Perfect way to end a trip. And now I'm just going to get my luggage, sort my bags out and get ready to go to the airport. I'm not going to vlog that bit because no one wants to see me feeling ultra depressed. I just want to say a huge thank you if you watched any of these videos. I know this last video may be a bit choppy and stuff like that, but I didn't want to film yesterday and I've just filmed today and it's just been incredible. What an absolute trip. It has been incredible from start to finish, and like I said on the Skyliner before, 2 weeks here in Florida, a week on 3 days on a cruise, Castaway Cay, the Bahamas, the Disney Dream, Space 220, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Galaxy's Edge, Beauty and the Beast, meeting incredible people, doing my first solo trip. Just absolutely magical. I'm going to leave it with the usual montage probably, but this isn't the only set of Disney vlogs this year. Later on in the year I will be on the Disney Magic. I am sailing the Disney Fjords, they are now, the Norwegian Fjords, so I will have more Disney vlogs coming out later on this year. But that's it for this trip. So for the final time from here in Florida, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to see the next set of vlogs, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. Good morning and welcome back to a new series of Disney World travel vlogs.
Oh, I am here. MCO, hello.
Amazing. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm about to turn the corner for the first time this trip. Holy, wow. Wow, look at her. She is beautiful. Yay! Wow, how amazing. Make to myself, I'm looking right of all the people telling you guys to go. Now I can't see. It's too dark. But I am on the picture, so I can get away with wearing some stuff. Look at these two guys just enjoying themselves. Enjoying the sun here in the Bahamas. I'll see you real soon. Bye.